everyone, welcome back to my channel. In the previous video we already learned about pass by value and pass by reference in JavaScript. So today we will be going through higher order functions in JavaScript. So this topic is very important for the interviews also. Many times this has been asked in the interviews, and you can go through this video to know about the higher order functions. So basically, what is a higher order function? Higher order function is a function that takes another function as an argument or return a function as its result. So what does this means? There is a one function. What is a function? Basically, when we create function, test function. So this is basically a function when there is a function keyword and there is a name and two brackets, and inside that we can execute anything. So this is one function. Okay, so we can pass here arguments, right? So if we can pass another function in this argument, if this function takes another function in this arguments or return some other function. Suppose there is a function and we are returning another function which is inner function, right? And two brackets again, and this is right. So this is returning another function. So this is also a higher order function. This can also be a higher order function. If we are passing inner function to this function, this is also known as higher order function. So basically, when we are passing arguments as another function or returns another function, that is known as higher order functions. So let's look at the example, basic example we can go through. In this we have created a basic function greet, and in this we are returning a some string hello, and the name is a parameter here. So we are printing hello name. So what happens when we call this function? Let's see. I'm not this is not consoling anything, right? So it is returning me a string, so I can console this string, right? So it is printing hello world. I have passed world. So this is this is not a higher order function because in the arguments I am passing a string and also it is returning a string. So this is not a higher order function. So there is another function, process user input. In this we are passing a callback function. So in this we don't know callback as it is, but when we are returning that callback, we are returning the callback by calling this callback variable. So this callback variable is being called, so that's why callback is a function, right? So when we call process user input, and inside that we can pass this greet function, right? We are passing this greet function. So in here this is a whole function we are passing, and inside that the callback that I have passed function name, right? Greet is here now, and I am calling callback as this only. So we are returning a function callback. And function callback, what is a function callback? Function callback is returning a string. So in this we are returning function calling, and also this function calling returning another string. So this will return me a string here, right? Hello Bharat. So in this there is a string called Bharat which is a constant. So we are passing that to a callback function, right? So what is a callback? Callback is a greet function here, right? So similarly we can make another function place, and we can return some string here, right? So if we pass place here, now the string has been changed. So basically the use of higher order functions is we can pass we can create one higher order function, and inside that we can reuse this higher order function, and inside that we can pass the function according to the requirement. If we want to like suppose if we want to console hello name, this is a basic example, right? So this we will pass this greet function. If we want to know about the place of the name, then we will pass this function to higher order component. So basically this is a use of higher order component. Also let's look at the real world example. Here the process you input is a higher order function becomes because it takes another function as an argument. It is taking callback as another function. That's why it is a higher order function. So let's look at the real world example. So I'll copy paste this real world examples. So we have declared one function, higher order function debounce, and we are declaring another function search query. So this is a normal function, and this debounce function is returning another functions. So this is known as higher order function, and we are calling this function here, and return function has been saved to some variable which is debounce search, and this variable is a function and we are calling this function. So this is a example. So when we call the debounce, when we have multiple when we want to call a function which has been called multiple times, and we want to reduce that function call, right? So suppose when we are typing input in the input field, and user is typing very fast, so we want that and we have to call the function whenever user type anything, right, with the user input. So if user types maybe 50 times, so 50 times that function would be called, right? So we don't want that. We want the latest one to be registered, right? So in that case we implement debouncing. So debouncing is a very important concept in JavaScript, and it's also important for um, interviews, because this is also a core of the JavaScript, because higher order functions basically we use daily in our coding. So debouncing also we implemented frequently in particular scenarios. So this is one of the scenario, like for the input field. So basically there is a search query function, right? This is a normal function, and we have created a debounce function in which we are passing the function, and also it is returning the function, right? So in the in a return function we are creating a timeout, right? So that timeout is calling the function which we are passing here, right? So this is a basic implementation of this function. Suppose we are calling suppose we want to print anything whenever user is typing, right? So we will so if we want to print anything when user is typing, right? So this is a search query function. This can do that thing, right, for me, right? Because we want to only print the things for the particular text. So we implement or call search query function hi e, right? But this function, what this function do, this function will be implemented 5 times, right? Suppose there is a API call in this function, right? API call. So this API call will be executed 5 times, but we don't want that. We want that because the user is typing very fast, and we will not show him search result for H only, or HE or HCL. We want to show him the latest search result, the latest hello search results. So we want to execute the API call only for hello. Suppose we want to print the uh, search query for hello only. So in that case we have implemented debounce, and in the debounce we have returned a function which created a timeout and clearing the previous timeout. So if we call debounce search now, it is when we call debounce search for H, it clear the timeout, suppose because there is no timer, and that's why it's not clearing anything, and it is creating a timeout of 500 milliseconds. And when we call it again, it clears the timeout for H, clear timeout. And when we call again, clear the timeout for HE. When we call again, it clears the timeout for HEL. Call again, it clears the timeout for HELL. And then latest debounce search for hello is been executed. So this is basically how debouncing works, and this is all from today's video. If you have any doubt regarding debouncing or higher order functions, you can comment down and I'll try to address that. So that's all from today. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye. Happy coding.